Hello, this is the one and only son of Zack Sabre, the historic and legendary British wrestler. You are listening to the Bullet Cast, and I hope you enjoy the words that they will say on this podcast, and you can have lots of fun about wrestling. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am about maybe an hour and 45 minutes removed from New Japan G1 Special at the Cow Palace in San Francisco, California. I am the Podfather. I'm bringing you my vocal vibrations to your ears on these airwaves. I'm joined by Paul. You remember him from the Bullet Club Invasion podcast that I did about a month ago. Paul, say hello to the people.
What's up, people?
And then I have Mendoza back again.
¿Cómo están, cabrones?
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, we were all at this event. There were so many other people there, but you know, we're the ones that are going to give you the breakdown of what happened. So, we kick it off with G.O.D., the Gorillas of Destiny, Haku, the Tokyo Pimp, and Chase Owens. They opened the night, but who did they face, gentlemen?
Funky 3K.
Gato was out there.
Yeah.
The Booker?
Yeah, the Booker.
Wow, he has to go to the spotlight? No,
And,
what is this?
Headhunter Yoshihashi, I think it is. Yeah, Hashi.
Yoshihashi.
Yoshihashi, yeah.
So basically all the other Bullet Club guys that aren't like...
Yoshihashi didn't get a pop, though. Like, nobody clapped for him.
I believe it.
No one cares about Yoshihashi. Gator's always putting everyone else over. He's a good booker like that, unlike Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
I mean, Vince isn't on TV every week, so... I mean, Vince isn't out here putting himself in matches.
Vince is like 99 years old.
Vince McMahon
You
is
remember
the
that?
greatest creative mind that I know of. But this isn't about Vince. This isn't about WWE. This is about NJPW. I'm trying to give these smarks what they want. Alright? So, I mean, how'd you feel about this opening match, guys?
I liked it.
It was a nice way to open up the show.
It was a setup for the finish, too.
Oh, my God.
Classic New Japan. Like, always open up with the Fatal 5-Way.
Got to see all the other Bullet Club guys that aren't, like, a part of the main elite cast.
Yeah, they were there. I was like, cool.
Shout out to the Tokyo Pimp.
Man, he didn't have the bunny, though. He didn't have his version of the Ho Train. I don't know.
I needed that Ho Train.
True.
Oh, could you imagine the Godfather versus him? That'd be amazing.
That's a classic matchup.
Winner gets the Ho Train. Oh my God.
He's actually a good wrestler. He used to be Naito's old tag team partner.
I mean, I believe it, you know. It was cool. I wanted to see the Gorillas of Destiny live. I did. I got to see Haku. Haku's had some slobber knockers in that building, man.
Hook him up, Haku.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. We are going to get to that. I will allow the profanity because I was excited.
Lock him up, Haku. Hashtag.
Man,
That's a t-shirt.
That's a t-shirt. It really is. No, but I get to hear the Gorillas of Destiny's music. I mean, it bops, you know. Like that's something you can have at the gym while you're on the treadmill. You're bopping to it. You're on the Stairmaster. You're going for it. You're on the elliptical. You feel it, man.
Gorilla tag team.
It motivates you, you know. It's like This Is America. It's a work of art. It truly is.
Yeah, I think you dance like Childish Gambino to that song.
Oh man, I can.
Yeah, there's actually been memes like that on YouTube.
Yes.
I'll send you a few.
Alright, so the second match of the night was Yano and Ishii. They go on to defeat Minoru Suzuki and my boy, Zack Sabre Jr. Shout out to Zack Sabre Jr. Gave us one of the greatest drops ever for this podcast.
Minoru versus the Stone Pitbull.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it, you know.
Those are always great clashes.
I was telling you guys, I enjoy I don't know why, I enjoy the no knee pads look. I feel like it's a nice callback to the glory days of pro wrestling.
Is this the first time you ever watched a Minoru fight?
No, I've seen Minoru fights. It's just it dawned on me today that I enjoy that look. I don't know why.
This guy, his 30th anniversary, he wrestled in the rain against Okada.
What do you mean, man?
That's fucking awesome.
I mean,
who wrestles outside in the freaking rain?
I'm sure that's been done before in wrestling. That's
Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
There you go.
They go nuts in the rain every night.
30 years, man. Well, Terry Funk's like 75 and still going. Like, 30 years.
Minoru Suzuki, that dude is a scary man.
He is.
I wasn't intimidated.
You weren't up close.
Man.
That guy is, like I said, he should be in the UFC because... Not in the UFC, but in the Hall of Fame because he started the shoot fighting.
Was he in the UFC?
He was. He was in Strikeforce and, like, legit killing fools back in the day. He's been in the biz that long.
He's a pioneer of MMA.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he's like, I don't need knee pads. I don't need no elbow pads. Just give me some trunks and fucking some.
I
shoes.
would watch Minoru Suzuki in his prime versus Haku in his prime.
Oh,
That would be a beast of a match.
I would love to see that. Even though Haku's like a bigger man than him.
hey man, King Haku.
Suzuki's like a technical submission.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zack Sabre Jr. I always enjoy watching him. This is my second time seeing him live. It was good. I enjoyed it. I enjoy the technical wrestling. I do. Yano, he's more the comedic wrestler. Yeah.
It's fun.
Ishii and Suzuki, they were chopping each other. They were slapping each other pretty hard.
They just love doing that.
It's a classic thing between them. Like the never title when they Suzuki had it. Ishii challenged him, and then like, that was like all you saw.
Yeah, that was like a year or two ago, man. That never open weight. That was what made that title for me. Is Suzuki versus the Stone Pitbull.
I think one of the more comedic spots of the night, or just smart spots, the ref was being distracted by Ishii, and Yano was in the ring, and Zack Sabre Jr. and Suzuki, they were just taking turns, putting holds on him at the same time.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was good. Yeah, but Junior took the fall, right? He took the pinfall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a quick 1, 2, 3.
honestly, that was a bad booking decision. In my opinion, I would have rather seen Suzuki and Junior go over, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, Zack Sabre Jr. is kind of underrated in New Japan.
Maybe
Yes.
you want to push Ishii or Yano towards the heavyweight title now that nobody in the faction has it.
I don't know. True. I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Ishii is kind of like Kane. He can always build up to a world title
Kane.
run, or at least a title
Glenn
story.
Jacobs.
Glenn Jacobs is
The
the
man-
most reliable man in the WWE.
The man.
versus Kenny at the next Long Beach show.
Jesus.
For the title, I can see that
I would
happening.
watch that.
This man brought up Kane. The man
He's
who.
right though. Ishii's like one of those guys, but like you won't make him be a corporate king.
Yes, Kane, the man who won the Republican primary for the mayoral race of Knoxville County.
Yeah.
Please vote, ladies and gentlemen. November. Go to your polls.
And then Cody, 2020.
Texas Senate 2020, the Podfather USA 2032. We're making America. We're bringing some soul back to the White House. All right, but moving on from that, Hangman Page, the most hung man in professional wrestling. Did he kill Joey Ryan? We don't know. Find out on Being the Elite.
It's a cliffhanger.
I know. And Marty Scurll, the villain. I never thought I'd see these boys live. I enjoyed watching them. I really did, man. It brought joy to my heart to see these guys live.
I was gonna say the exact same thing.
They went up against Tanahashi and Kushida. Tanahashi, the John Cena of New Japan.
Yes.
I don't know. I think he did the little pose for his upcoming movie. He's like a heel cockroach villain. He did like a senton kind of flip, but he did the pose.
Yeah.
Why are we getting cocky?
The thing about this whole show for me was the Bullet Club and LIJ were over, and everyone else had to work hard.
You gotta work for it, goddammit.
Yeah, and so Tanahashi, he was trying to take the night off, and so he was doing a lot of posing. He was doing this and that, but honestly,
The mimicking of Marty was hilarious.
That was pretty funny.
Marty was getting upset.
But Marty and Hangman were more over than Tanahashi was, I think.
Yeah.
I love Tanahashi's theme down. The air guitars, sorry.
Yeah.
Air guitar to that shit.
I enjoyed the spot where both Hangman and Marty are on the apron. Who took this move? I can't remember. Was it
I think Marty took the move.
No, I think it was Kushida, where Marty kicks him in the face and then Hangman does the moonsault.
Yeah, that was
was
nice.
Yeah, Hangman, for a big guy, he can move. I think he's like an underrated wrestler, really.
He's getting rated.
I heard his theme for the first time ever.
Oh yeah.
I was like, wait, is that his theme?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. But I think the one thing I really wanted to see tonight was the finger split from Marty.
I get that. They teased a lot of moves for everybody.
I love it. I love it. It didn't happen, unfortunately.
It didn't happen because they had to work the finger gimmick on the Juice Robinson match.
I mean, I guess.
I never thought about that.
I guess. No, but Marty, he teased the chicken wing. Hangman, he just threw some discus forearms and.
I mean, Monero teased the fucking sleeper to the God style pile driver.
That's true.
And then later on, you'll see other guys trying to do the finisher, but you didn't see them do it.
That's very true. Yeah, but Hangman Page, who did he pin? He pinned Kushida. Yeah, and then we heard his Wild West theme. That's what it felt like. You know, that's
Honestly, usually when they put guys in a tag match, they have a light heavyweight guy there to take a pin.
Yeah.
You saw that over and over at this show.
But that's how New Japan's booking is. But like, I think Marty's the one guy they won't allow to take a pin.
No, absolutely.
They'll probably have Hangman take the pin.
Yeah.
Marty and Hangman are kind of on the same level, and they're kind of in the same weight class.
Kind of, sort of.
But just because Hangman's a bit taller, they consider him a heavyweight.
Yeah. Is there a neverweight 6-man tag title?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's they.
Marty and the Bucks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's the title Marty had. Cool. All right. So moving on from that, we talk about the neverweight Open Championship. Goto.
I skipped out. I went to go buy stuff and drink beer.
I was there. It was Haruki Goto versus the newcomer to NJPW, but local hero Jeff Cobb,
The All-Pro Wrestling Universal Champion, the real Universal Heavyweight Champion,
the originator of the name. Shout out to Jeff Cobb. That dude put in work today.
Jeff Cobb was over. He was over tonight. He really was. Despite turning heel last night at King of the Indies, he was still over. I love Jeff Cobb, man.
Yeah.
Big guy.
Former Olympian?
Former Olympian, yeah. 2004 represented Guam, I believe.
Former Monster Matanza on Lucha Underground.
That's true. That is very true.
Monster Matanza?
Yeah.
That's a nice name.
Yeah, I know. Jeff Cobb, he can move. He does a nice moonsault. He does a nice shooting star headbutt. And the Tour of the Islands, the swinging power slam. I enjoy a lot of his moves, man.
It's like a modified angle slam, but he's trying to get this.
It's more of like a swinging world's strongest slam, kind of like a Mark Henry type deal.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's trying to get this whole suplex gimmick over, and he's got the thing to back it up. He's like a modern day Samoa Joe, the way Joe used to be in Ring of Honor.
I don't really see it.
You don't really see it? I see it.
I get it, why you want to like his Samoa Joe and all that, but like the powerhouse, like always slamming people and stuff like that.
I mean,
I see more like a Mark Henry, Samoa Joe kind of mix going on.
Nah, he can wrestle way better than Mark Henry.
I can see the Samoa Joe thing. I mean, like they're both Hawaiian or whatever, so it really ties in.
But like the powerhouse, like who?
And he can move. Like he's athletic as all hell.
Yeah.
Like put him in the cruiserweight division.
I would love to see that.
That'd be amazing.
Like putting Braun in the cruiserweight division.
Oh, I don't need to see that.
I want to see that.
All right, so I mean, this matchup was good. Jeff Cobb, explosive, doing some just really athletic maneuvers. I really enjoyed it. I love watching Jeff Cobb live. Goto, his finishing move, I enjoy it.
He fits right into the never open weight division.
He does. He really does.
Who, Goto?
No,
Jeff Cobb.
Yeah.
I mean, Goto's the champ, so obviously he's in the division, but I would love to see Cobb versus Ishii. I would pay money for that main event.
Yeah, they're about the same stature of body type.
Yeah.
The same stature of man.
Just let them chop each other down all night.
Just let them chop each other down. All right, and then the Young Bucks, my boys, Matt and Nick Jackson. They go on to defeat Evil and Sonata to retain the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships.
I'm upset I missed out on both entrances, especially Evil and Sonata's entrance.
I know.
I love their
tasty.
team.
Super Kick! There were Super Kick parties. There was a Meltzer driver live. There was a lot.
Magic Killers.
There was 2 Magic Killers, yeah. Sonata, I mean, the last time I really watched his stuff, he was in Impact Wrestling.
Wow.
Like in 2013.
Why would you say that?
Oh my god, because you can't forget. Like, never forget. I remember.
You're right. I never forgot Okada's run in TNA.
Oh,
Or
God.
Tanahashi's.
That's weird because I
Couldn't make it in
definitely
TNA.
forgot both of those runs.
How do you not make it in TNA? Everybody makes it in TNA.
Okada was like the
Look at Rockstar Spud.
Okada was dressed up as Bruce Lee and as a Green Hornet. Look,
That's some Vince McMahon type booking back in the 90s. Jesus Christ. Jesus, Dixie Carter. Or Eric Bischoff, whichever one of you was in charge back then, I don't know.
There were like 10 people in charge back
Yeah.
then. This is not a TNA show. Let's talk about the match, because it was a hell of a match.
It was amazing. You know, I've always wanted to see the Young Bucks live. And today I got that wish. It came to fruition.
Check that off the bucket list.
Check it off the bucket list. I checked a lot of stuff off the bucket list tonight, man.
Yes.
There was one thing in particular in the main event, but we'll get into that. You know. But thoughts on this match overall?
I loved it.
I loved everything about it, man.
Your reaction to this one, I think, was a little priceless.
Oh my! It was amazing. You know.
I don't think it was this one. I think it was the United States one.
The United States one. I see. And people talk about how the Bucks they can't tell a story. Notice Matt Jackson was still kind of selling that lower back injury from like when he and Nick were wrestling the Golden Lovers a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Still selling that lower back injury a little bit.
It's a through line.
Yeah, man. It's continuity at its finest. And these guys, they know how to tell a story. They have great creative minds. We can see that.
They're gonna win World Tag League.
I believe it. I absolutely believe it.
They already have the heavyweight titles. Why not?
Yeah, exactly, man.
I love Evil and Sonata as a tag team, and I was pushing for them to win the title. They won World Tag League, then the title of Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, but going back to what I said, like Sonata's just like a completely different character from when I last like saw his work, really, and I enjoy it, man.
Cold Skull, dude. Dude's awesome.
I know, and everything is evil. Yes.
Yeah.
Evil grew on me. I used to hate Evil's gimmick, and then it just grew on me. I'm like wannabe Death Undertaker looking Asian dude, and I'm like, okay, it grew on me.
Yeah, but the Meltzer Driver live is amazing. It truly is.
On chairs.
Yeah, all those super kicks were cool. Their little thing where they have a guy on like the fireman's carry, and then he gets like hit with a steamroller, a 450 off the top rope, and then a moonsault. Like I enjoy the whole sequence. I enjoy everything about it. I really do. Other thoughts on this match? That's all.
I saw a Young Bucks match for the first time.
I know, right?
Yeah, and I gotta say the crowd was split half and half on this match.
Yeah.
Both Lij, Los Ingobernables de Japón. And yeah, I got Espanol. Don't mess with me.
I'll huevo.
Honestly, like I told Philip earlier, where he sat next to me, and when I told him like somewhere in the show, I was like, I can't boo anybody.
Yeah.
As much as like, I boo Jay White. I do admit that. I cussed him out, but that's because
everybody cussed him out.
But it was because everybody was doing it. But I can't boo anybody. It's just like I love everybody in New Japan, and seeing my favorite New Japan tag team, the Evil and Sonata versus the Young Bucks, was freaking amazing.
That was awesome.
100%.
All right, next up, Will Ospreay, aka the man who lost to Vader, and my guy Kaz Okada. I call him Kaz. I'm young and hip.
Shut the fuck up.
I call him Cat.
Don't you disrespect him like that.
All right, Ospreay and Kaz Okada go on to defeat Tetsuya Naito
I
and
wish you would step
Bushi.
out of the like TNA circa 2009, back when they had Kaz as a title holder.
What do you mean? Kaz Okada. I digs it.
Oh,
no, but I mean, this was a match where like, yeah, we're kind of just here. Like you get to see us, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Like Ospreay wasn't Ospreay. Okada did the drop kick. There was no Rainmaker.
He did a little flapjack.
He was wearing some.
He teased a tombstone too.
Yeah, he did. He was wearing some like Kevin Nash circa like 1998 type pants.
Like Marty said once, disco pants Okada.
Yeah, I don't know what he was wearing.
Yeah, it felt like the guys that usually headline, because this was a Bullet Club centric show, they kind of phoned it in the mid card today. And that was a little disappointing. I was hoping Ospreay would fly. I was hoping to see some Rainmakers, see something epic out of this match, but it really underdelivered, to be honest.
It's very true.
I think it was just one of those, like, okay, yeah, we're here, but
You get to look at us.
I felt like Okada was a different character.
Yeah.
I mean, he ran to the ring. He was happy.
He was kind of phoning it in.
He wasn't being serious and like posing before the entrance. So that theme was different.
Yeah, it was like a mashup of like, it was Okada's like coin drop thing, and then it was the rest were really just Ospreay's theme song.
It was like the core of the guitar, but then it was like a little techno-ish beat to it.
I gotta say though, shout out to Naito because he did the Tranquilo thing to a T.
Oh yeah.
That opening sequence, it still gets to me.
I know. I popped for it. I was like, hey, yeah.
I wanted to cheer so bad for Okada at the opening sequence, but then like I love Naito to death. And, I just cheer for him. And for the next part of the match, I'll cheer for Okada.
Yeah, man. After that, I need a Los Ingobernables.
I don't
They
know why
have
people
pawn
hate
shirt.
Bushi so much, but like I was cheering for Bushi. I was really.
Oh yeah, everybody. They were like boo, and
Bushi
then
fucking sucks.
they were like,
no, like Bushi's awesome.
yeah, people were like boo, and then I was like she. That was great, but it was cool seeing these guys live. All right, next up we have Takahashi. He defeats my boy Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee's the king of the independent circuit.
But you're talking about the ticking time bomb. Who walked out with Daryl, the luchador?
Okay, first of all, like
Daryl made a comeback.
I don't know what's dumber, the fact that Al Snow was like loved a head or this stuffed cat.
I think you
Daryl is
underappreciate
real.
both.
Or
Daryl-
Perry Saturn's mop. Like seriously, like come on.
Fale ripped Daryl in half, and Daryl made a comeback with a wrestling mask.
It's like Francesca too, you know. But
Hey,
I don't.
compare Daryl to Francesca.
You're right.
Daryl is a fucking cat.
Hey.
Not Tuba. Oh, not Tuba.
A triple G.
I know
No, it's not.
If we can get over the stuffed ballet real quick, I'm gonna talk about the match because this was a barn burner of a match.
Honestly, they put me to sleep. I'm be
For
honest.
real?
Be honest with you.
We're talking about Suplex Daily City here. They went back and forth.
Okay, you people will cheer for those suplexes, but the king of the suplex, you're gonna
Who?
boo him.
Who? You talking about Jeff Cobb again?
I'm talking about my. Never mind.
Suplex
Never
party,
mind.
bro. Suplex party.
Suplex Party.
I mean,
No, you're talking. So you saying the match that didn't even have a ring bell yet? I'll start off with a freaking Hurricanrana off of the apron to the floor.
Yeah.
Bored you to death.
how many times I've seen that live?
With a bang, baby.
Please,
I
please.
thought Dragon Lee was your boy. How are you falling asleep?
Dragon Lee last night changed my life.
Later.
Tonight, he put me to sleep. I don't know what it is. He's still better than Kalisto, but I don't know. Like,
Ladies and gentlemen, Philip did not shut up about Dragon Lee on the way to.
because I had higher expectations.
off of one match.
He wrestled 3 times last night, so hold on.
And a fourth tonight, so he's probably tired, and he still put on
Tired.
one of the top 2 matches of the night.
Tired. I don't know.
I would put this match over the main event, to be honest.
I don't know about all that.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know about all that.
You can walk over.
Just because there was a ladder, you know, you thought. Anyway, moving
Just
on.
because there was a ladder, that's the all right.
Is it because they botched the table spot
Oh god.
and Cody died, basically?
Oh god.
Hey, let's cross that bridge when we come to it.
Exactly.
But I was over huge on the ticking time bomb versus Dragon Lee versus the King of the Indies.
Oh, the King of the Indies. Shout out to my boy Dragon Lee. All right, he has the juice. And no, I'm not talking about O.J. Simpson. Juice Robinson defeated Jay White, the Switchblade, to become the new IWGP United States Champion in America.
Hashtag America.
Hashtag America.
Hashtag match of the night.
Hashtag
Juice SA. That's what it is.
Juice SA, yeah.
Yes.
This match was, I was entertained through all of it. Honestly, Jay White, I wasn't really a fan, but the way he comes down to the ring, it gives me like a the Brian Kendrick type feel, you know?
A bit of that, but there's something a little darker.
Yeah, there is something a little darker.
He's interesting.
His heel work tonight was impeccable.
Oh,
it
it
was exquisite.
top notch, and from the very beginning, from the package they put together,
The man-
of the promos before the match, it was clear that Juice Robinson is a star made for the United States and the world, and then his hand was broken unfairly, and then broken again on New Japan television by the Switchblade.
What are you doing?
Trying to put the one clip where I literally lost my shit.
Oh yeah, so Paul, tell us about what happened to my boy, good old Jay. I got to see Jim Ross live.
Shout out to Jim Ross.
When he was making his way back to his seat from intermission, I bowed down to that man.
And he deserved it.
Of course.
Jim Ross is the most passive overman in the business right now.
Some of the greatest calls in the history of this business
Absolutely.
have been Jim Ross. I loved everything about it.
And he was there tonight. He was ringside at a table with Josh Barnett.
He wasn't at the LA headquarters of Access TV doing voiceover. He was there.
He was tasting the sweat, and he tasted sweat tonight. He tasted blood. That played into this match we're talking about right now.
And then I was Snapchatting.
Protect JR!
Yes, I think everybody was like, by God, that killed him! He's wearing the crimson mask!
They made amazing use of the guardrails in this match.
Oh my God, in almost every match, really.
But this one especially, for brutality's sake, and then because they know JR is over with everybody, the switchblade through Juice Robinson straight through the guardrail, through the table, and knocked JR on his head.
But that was the second time towards that guardrail.
That was the second time, but this is the one that mattered because that actually
This is the one that mattered.
This is the one that mattered because that hurt JR. And
you don't hurt good old JR.
It brought Josh Barnett, the UFC former champion, into the ring.
The guy who attempted professional wrestling and had one match.
That's beside the point. Dude is a legit
wasn't
fighter.
there an NFL guy doing like Slammiversary or something like 1 or 2 years ago?
Oh yeah, but he was amazing, so that's okay.
Stop bringing TNA into this.
TNA has a lot to do with this.
They brought a lot of bad decisions into the world.
I mean, we all know YT just gonna have Impact versus Ring of Honor.
Don't talk about that here. God. No, but this match was very good. Jay White's heel work was so good. Flipping off the crowd, just
I have no problem with Jay White.
walking around the ring, just soaking it all in. I mean, that's what I feel like he got a real high off of that as a performer. I feel like I'm the
one who started the fuck you, Jay White.
Man, everybody was. I was like, I like you, Jay White.
I was like, fuck you, Jay White, and then everybody started yelling, fuck you, Jay White.
I feel like I was the only one that was applauding that man for his character work.
Because it was great.
I need to watch it. Is he in the G1?
Yeah, everybody who was in there is in the G1.
Oh my! I have to watch every.
The light heavyweights are going to be the day when the other guys are not competing.
I have to watch every Jay White match now. It was great. I really dug it, man. I'd like to meet him. I'd like to sit down and talk to him, like talk about the character work and how he had the crowd in the palm of his hand. Like it was great, man.
That was a case where the face made the heel the way that a heel usually makes the face.
Exactly, like that's old school territory booking right there.
This was a throwback match.
It really was. The white meat baby face and Juice Robinson going up against.
What the fuck was he wearing though?
That's
Juice. If this was
throwback.
1985, that outfit would be over.
That man could get over in any era.
Dave Meltzer would have given that a 6 stars back in 1985.
You know what I thought? Like the thing, instead of hearing Juice's theme, I thought of Hulk Hogan's theme.
Of course. You think about it, you know, it was amazing.
Listen to me.
I mean, really.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts
inside, of course.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Shout out Juice Robinson winning the title. He took what he learned from the Performance Center in Hunter, brought it over to New Japan, and now it's decent.
For like a while.
For like 6 months.
That was part of the storyline.
That was part of the storyline. It wasn't legit. He got seasoned in NXT, and then he went to New Japan.
And then he met Jay White there as a young lion. Then he became a star, and then Jay White was still his.
Took what he learned from Dusty and Hunter. Two of the best that ever done it.
It's true.
And took it to Japan. And look at him now.
He's doing old school Tennessee, Memphis style wrestling. Psychology.
Old school FCW when it was good back in the late 80s.
Yes.
Jim Crockett Promotions type babyface over here.
That's probably why things like stars like Enzo and Cass and Sin Cara.
Don't talk about those people. Don't
look. Enzo and Cass got over and made money. I don't know what you're bitching
about. And so was Sin Cara, but then Sin Cara sold more than John Cena's shirts, but nothing ever happened.
I don't even know what you're talking about anymore.
I'm just trying to talk shit about
real
NXT.
Real one.
Let me talk shit, okay? Shit.
I mean, NXT is very successful. I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? What happened to Bayley and Sasha Banks?
They're on the main roster. They've been the world champion. They're okay.
They're going to.
This is a New Japan podcast. I thought you were like the biggest New Japan mark there was.
I'm trying to talk shit about the storylines too now. Like, look what they're doing. Look what.
Okay, this is a New Japan podcast.
Shinsuke, he got bit by a dog.
This is what the fans talk about. You can't stay on track. God, Jesus.
Hey,
all right.
You need some more coffee. Should we drop in the Denny's again?
You know what?
Get you some coffee for this pod.
All right, let's talk about the main event. You know what I think of the main event? I'm upset. I really am. Like my boy Drake. Shout out Arby Graham, Scorpion. An amazing album. Go listen to it. Side B. Get you in your feelings. Now listen. Seriously.
Promoting Drake's fucking.
Seriously though.
Nickelback ass album.
Seriously though. What's the Booker's name again?
Gato.
Gato doesn't know how to book a main event. Cody Rhodes, a man who sold out an independent show in 29 minutes,
That's probably why
should have been the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. You want to make this thing legit? After all the guys who have held it, you put it on a star like Cody Rhodes, a man who dominates the news feed. Not some. I don't even know what to call Kenny Omega.
Canadian.
I'm okay with some. I'm okay.
Bout machine ever?
He's not a bout machine.
Yeah, he is.
Check out Flair back in '85. That was a bout machine. All right.
Nah.
Check out AJ Styles in 2013,
You
all the way up to now.
born in '85. What are you?
I'm a wrestling historian. I go back and watch. Check out Bret Hart back in '94.
Fucking sack back there, bro.
Check out Chris Benoit before all the.
Who?
You know who I'm talking about. Check out Eddie Guerrero in ECW.
The Pegasus
Jesus.
Kid. Oh my God.
Talk about bout machines.
The Pegasus Kid. Oh.
Look,
And the Dark Yushin Thunder Liger. Was that Chris Jericho?
I was very upset with the result of this match.
You were upset with the result, but not the match itself. The match itself was masterful storytelling.
Honestly, that was the best Kenny Omega match I've ever seen. To be honest with you,
I don't know. It's up there.
So why have you not been watching the Kenny Omega matches?
I've seen Kenny Omega matches.
All right. So before we were in line to get in the building, you talked about a fan in Australia saying Kenny Omega's all hype, but after he saw him live, he made him change that opinion.
You believe the hype, yeah. Oh, is that what you're asking about me?
What about you? You say he's all fucking hype, but now that you've seen him wrestle live for 45 minutes, what do you think?
You want
Without the fucking
to know my
shit
honest?
that happened.
You want to know my honest opinion? Still not there.
You're crying about Cody Rhodes. You're crying about the man.
Did
who
you see the
would be Stardust?
The entrance. Let's talk about the entrances. Let's break down this match. Let's really break down this match.
Let's break it down.
So Cody, I mean the video package was amazing. I loved the video package. One of the best.
The freaking all the heavyweight champions in the past?
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the Bullet Club Civil War video package. One of the best packages of all time. I've seen better
No,
packages.
we'll talk about Civil War after the match is over.
One of the best packages I've ever seen. So look,
I've seen Austin Aries' package.
Oh my God, that was a glorious package. So look.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
All right, so
you know what? I'm not even gonna stay.
Austin Aries, the championship collector. All right, so look, Cody Rhodes, he had some APW guys.
Yeah, he did.
Taking
care of the boys.
Taking care of the boys. Kenny Omega didn't take care of any boys.
Nah.
What kind of champion doesn't take care of boys?
Took Nick and Matt Jackson.
Oh no, I'm talking about like giving guys a nice main stage to be on. Cody Rhodes does that. Kenny Omega doesn't.
Well,
Talking about getting the guys a payday.
Getting the guys a payday. All right, so look, Cody Rhodes, he has Bernard the Business Bear. I popped for that. He has Brandy, his gorgeous, stunning wife, and he has a throne. It's the king taking his rightful place on the throne. All right, because remember, when he won the Ring of Honor title, the prince became the king. So he's lifted by the APW boys down the ramp. They're carrying him. I thought that was brilliant, a great, elaborate entrance or whatever.
It's kind of positioning him as the Triple H of New Japan.
I could see it, you know.
Bow down to the king. There is more than one royal family in pro wrestling.
Yeah.
And he comes out in golden armor with his queen and his court, and he's carried down to the ring on a throne of gold.
Yeah.
You sold me right there with the freaking. There's more than one royal family.
There is. I mean, you know.
And that he does come from the lineage.
I know, but like he's so far away from anything Dusty like did back in the day, or any like natural Dustin Rhodes.
You mean Seven?
But if you look at the moves he does in the ring,
I mean,
he still pays tribute to the people who taught him.
Yes, of course.
There are shades of Triple H. There are shades of Randy Orton.
There's Ric
Hardcore
Flair.
Holly, Ric Flair. He
teases Shattered Dreams from time to time.
Oh, yeah.
The move where he kicks a guy in the gut, drops down on his back, and hits him in the face. That's paying homage to his brother.
Absolutely. He's a living history of the world of professional wrestling.
That's very true. Like he's like I don't know how to put it. Like
Is he better than his brother though? Let's just...
I'm not gonna go like that. Right?
There's no comparing them.
I'm gonna put it like this, like this kind of going off track, but it's probably the best comparison I can think of at the moment. Michael Jackson learned from the greats like your James Browns, your Sammy Davis Jr.'s, your Fred Astaire's, even took some Charlie Chaplin and molded it into one unbelievable performer. Cody Rhodes, Hunter, his father, his brother, Orton, Holly, and all these other, Harley Race, all these other great legends and major talents that he's been around for basically since he was like a child. He learned from all of them, and it's all incorporated into one being. That's impeccable. Like, I don't see anybody else in the business really having that pull, that kind of lineage in their veins.
Complete package.
Yeah, exactly. And I think because like the real purpose of this, besides being the leader of the Bullet Club and having the IWGP title, which is very prestigious. I said something nice about New Japan. You should be applauding.
Shut up.
It's the fact that it was about the bell-to-bell time. A lot of Cody's critics think, oh, he's just he can go 15 to 20 minutes at tops. You know, he's not a bell-to-bell guy. He's more just charisma. I think he proved it here tonight.
He did.
This match.
Not really. Don't you, like I was talking to him earlier when we were outside the Cow Palace when you were talking to Huey. Shout out Huey.
Shout out Baby Huey, Bimbo Jimbo, and Baby Huey's brother is named.
So he was asking me, did the One Wing Angel feel kind of rushed, out of place? And I think
they built to it.
Not necessarily. Like I usually see a V trigger and then the setup and then
homie's got a point here.
But after that nasty table bump, that the table didn't break after the power bomb.
A la Spike Dudley.
Basically, the power bomb out of the ring to the
floor. It was just to the floor.
Yeah.
And
the double foot stop. I was surprised that table broke.
It took them a while to get up, and then it took them a while for anything else to happen in the match. So it felt like off. And then it got to the point where like all of a sudden he just picks him up and does one wing angel. And I think Cody couldn't even went anymore.
It seemed like he might have been knocked for a loop, might have got a stinger off that, because that was a harsh bump. There was, he didn't break the table, nothing broke his fall, and he just went straight to the concrete, basically, from out of the ring.
Yeah.
That was a very dangerous spot, and it didn't go right.
And then you got the next spot where Brandy covers him, and Cody didn't move. He was just laying there.
She was trying to protect her husband. I understand.
Which I kind of think he was knocked the fuck out. Until he was like, alright, just...
Like, the V-triggers, like, they look vicious on video. Like, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever have the chance to see Kenny Omega live, you need to go. And those V-triggers, they are dangerous. I don't give a damn about a Kinshasa or a Boombai or whatever you want to call it. Those V-triggers, that is the most vicious strike in wrestling, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn impressive.
It really is. Like, Cody, I was getting worried for a second. I'm like, oh my god, is he going to be concussed? Is he going to be okay?
He probably has a concussion.
Oh my god.
And it may just be that he is that good of a performer that he has convinced us all. He could be fine. However, the danger of that spot and the way that it didn't look like it went right, it's a high probability he got concussed tonight.
Yeah. And then there was this was really like kind of WWE adjacent. There were tables, there was a ladder, there were chairs. You know,
honestly, they're pushing for that.
There was a TLC chant.
Yeah, people were like mad at Red Shoes because he was not doing his job today.
This was out of the.
That's typical Red Shoes.
Typical Red Shoes.
This was out of the New Japan typical realm of matches, which it was very interesting to see.
Hear me out. The Bucks, Omega have been trying to push for ladder matches for a long time in New Japan.
Hasn't there been like one?
One.
And Omega was part of it.
Yeah,
and then they're trying to bring. They're pushing it for territories out here probably.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we saw a fatal four-way in the Wrestle Kingdom for the light heavyweight title.
I mean, could you imagine a one-on-one match for the IWGP heavyweight title ladder match running in the Wrestle Kingdom?
So here's the thing: I don't think there's ever going to be a stipulation for the IWGP heavyweight championship.
Just 60 minutes.
Probably, yeah. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. We just had one.
Yeah, they just did it 2 out of 3 falls.
But it's only going to be a straight-up fall kind of thing. Not like ladders, cages.
Maybe for like tag titles.
Tag titles, any other title probably.
I believe it.
I don't know. Omega's trying to change the world. You don't know what's gonna happen during this title run. I bet he holds it a long time.
Probably to Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah,
This is to Ibushi.
Yeah, that's my prediction.
That's expected. I don't think that's how it's gonna go down.
But yeah, let's go back to the match. I mean, there was a lot of chain wrestling. The superplex from both men were on the ladder and they both go into the ring. That was
Everybody thought it was like
there was a "Please don't die" chant.
man, of course.
well, we almost saw Cody die.
Yeah.
But freaking everybody thought Kenny was gonna superplex Cody to the outside to a table.
But what happened
This is
was
something you would do back in video games. This is the kind of stuff I used to do.
yeah, but like there was a legit no broken fall vertical suplex.
Please
from the top of
don't
the line.
die.
Please don't die.
The figure four spot, I think it was well done. It took a while. Like, that was the longest figure four I've seen
They
live.
milked it. It was, well, I thought you were the wrestling
headlock.
historian watching all of the old...
I'm talking about live.
I'm talking about the old Ric Flair matches.
I'm talking about... Okay, I'm like seeing it live in person. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
It
about.
sounds like you're complaining, though. I'm totally fine with that.
That was a classic Flair versus Dusty Rhodes figure four.
It
man.
was great. I loved it. Or you can even go Flair versus Steamboat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I've said this rivalry between Cody and Kenny has had mega power feel. You know, but kind of in reverse.
In reverse. Right. They've been opposed for so long that by the end of this match
They came together.
they reconciled.
They did. The Young Bucks, they got booed because they got the ladder out of the ring.
Yeah.
And I was like, the Young Bucks are getting booed. What's going on?
That was the first boo they've received in years.
Yes, true.
No, this is how the ladder was kind of fucked up in the bottom.
Yeah, it was unsafe.
There was one spot where Cody puts the ladder under the bottom rope, hanging half of the ladder in the ring, half out. And at some point, somebody's don't get Joey Mercury.
Oh yeah, I said that.
Almost did.
He almost got Joey Mercury.
Did you see that second? So what happened was there was the ladder, half in the ring, half out,
at the second rope, and then he placed it to the third.
He put it underneath the bottom rope, but what happened was Cody powerbombed Kenny Omega onto the ladder, and because it's on the rope, it bounced a second time and smashed him in the eye socket. And he was legit hurt off that second bounce.
I believe it. Yeah, so Kenny Omega retains the championship. This was great. You know, I saw the Crossroads. Omega kicked out. Hart kind of stopped for a second. There were hopes. There were a lot of hopes. So yeah, Omega retains the championship. Cody, he has to go to the back. You know, he has to ice up. Kenny gives us a great speech as he normally does after any.
Really iced up.
There was an ice pack on him.
Yeah.
When he was walking away.
Sell the injury.
Yeah, you gotta sell the injury. You know, gotta work the crowd.
That way. I mean, he came back out.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that. So yeah, Kenny, you know, gives us a speech, talk about it was gonna change the world. Goodbye, good night, bang.
That he said, be nice to others. Forgive, basically forgive and forget.
He was trying to reconcile with Cody after a hard-fought match.
And then,
yeah,
Day of Reckoning 1, don't trust nobody.
Man, yes. So the Bucks and Omega, they're at the top. The Gorillas come out, and Haku, they're all at the top of the ramp together. Confetti flies, and then the Gorillas.
The best part of that, people were leaving already.
Yeah. You stupid people. Always stay until everybody's gone to the back. Yeah, so, and then the Gorillas and Haku, they just start attacking the Bucks and Cody. Just start beating them down, throwing them towards the entrance of the ring, getting chairs. And then, oh my God, the fuck 'em up Haku chant.
Yeah,
fuck 'em up Haku.
That was great. The Tongan death grip and the death strike. Like if this was 1989, we would have popped for that huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing. The fuck 'em up Haku chant was awesome.
And so you had Kenny Omega beaten down after a hell of a match, getting destroyed by these Tongans.
Yes.
And you had the Young Bucks after their match; they've already been beaten up, and they're getting destroyed by the Tongans.
And then Hangman Page and Marty Scurll come out
one by one.
One by one, they get done.
They get ganked 3-on-1.
Yes. And then Chase Owens and the Tokyo Pimp come out.
Yeah.
And then my boy Cody. limps out there, and I was like, oh, he started a new faction. How brilliant is this? But then Cody showed us where his loyalties lie, and
The elite hangs together.
he got hit with a cutter for it. Got assaulted.
Yujiro and Chase Owens were the part of the Tongan group.
Yeah, not anymore.
I know.
Not anymore.
Where's Fale?
I don't know where Fale lies. He was like the only Bullet Club member that wasn't there.
Fale's hanging out in Japan, man. He didn't make the airline.
Actually,
He's hanging out with fat ass Masa.
Yeah.
Fale's in Fale Dojo in New Zealand, losing weight.
I believe it.
He's cut so much weight for the G1.
I believe it. I can't wait to see it. Yeah, so Haku and the Gorillas, they're just destroying those boys. I enjoyed it, you know. I want to see what's gonna happen. Haku for IWGP Heavyweight Champion. I'm just throwing it out. I'd love it.
Hasn't he won it?
Nah, he wasn't on the thing.
No. Oh yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah, I'd pop massive for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they all get destroyed, and then the Gorillas theme comes on, and I don't like to use the word swagger. I don't. But there's a certain machismo about Tama Tonga. The way he struts up the ramp, you know, all cool, calm, and collected. It was very well done.
It kind of makes me wonder why all of a sudden the Tongans and Samoans are gangsters. Because it's like they were very Uso.
Oos!
Oh! They were
yeah.
very Uso tonight. And they got the old head at the top, Haku. Probably their uncle. Is it their father or the uncle?
Their father.
Their father. Dang, they got an even tighter knit crew coming down through there. And it just makes me think they're going to do a Tongan faction.
I believe it, man.
Bring in Jacob Fatu from APW.
Well, Jacob Fatu's Samoan. You know, there's no relation though.
It's all Anawai family, isn't it?
No, the Haku, Tama Tonga, and Tongaloa, they're not related to the
But
Anawais.
here's the thing, though. Are they doing donuts in the background?
They probably are. We are in a parking lot next to a Denny's and a closed down Macy's, recording this 47 minutes in.
Yeah, I see cars doing lights spinning around. But what I was gonna say, The Rock considers Haku as an uncle.
Well, I mean,
but they're not even related by blood.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where you're like, what's that, cousin? You're not related.
I know, but
yeah.
I mean, look,
The Rock Samoan.
They're all in the wild Samoan thing. They're kayfabe, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna do what they got.
I mean, we could
have Camacho in that group.
Yes, get Hunico, just make it up. I mean, we could break.
Yeah, sure. I'm fine with Sin Cara against the push.
We could break down the Anawai wrestling dynasty some other day. Yeah, but
point being, this attack has reunified the elite, and they stood atop the ramp as one unit to close the show.
Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that has to wrap up this podcast. This was a long one. We went the distance. I'm always used to going the distance. I'm a 60-minute man.
A lot of stamina.
See me, I'm out here.
Second best hung man in the business.
I mean...
Why are you hyping him more up?
I mean...
I have friends who call him Sauce Boss already. It's bad enough.
I mean...
Hey, he's the Podfather. I gotta pay my respects.
Big dog.
I can't
rough.
You know, the fucked up
rough. I take it back. He just roughed.
I mean, in this realm, I'm the Podfather. In other realms, I'm a big dog. You know. Yeah, I mean, you know. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to my recap. Actually, I haven't given a grade. I normally give grades. I don't do stars.
The Podfather has heat with Meltzer right now.
No,
Is this why you never say hi to him when you see him?
I didn't want to be a mark, dude.
This is what happened at the Denny's, right?
At this Denny we just ate at, Brandon and I, we were standing waiting to be served, and then Meltzer and Brian Alvarez were right there, and Meltzer makes eye contact with us. He sees Brandon's Lista Ingor Bonables Jericho shirt or whatever. Sees my Edge shirt. He knew that we knew who he was, but we didn't say anything. We didn't want to be marks. So, we didn't want to bother the man while he's about to eat or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna give. You know what I'm gonna give? What do you give this?
I loved it.
What grade, man?
I loved it. I got nothing to say bad about it. It's better than any show I ever seen. It's up there with WrestleMania 31.
I don't know. Heist of the Century.
I called that one predictable. Hey.
What about you, Paul?
I mean, I gotta give it a solid A. It's the best live show I've seen.
Hell yeah. Longest matches I ever saw, too.
Man, you know what I give this show, really?
Didn't you say this is the longest match you ever saw and it was Cody versus Kenny?
Are you still healing on it just because Cody didn't win?
I mean, that was the longest Cody match I've seen live. I've seen like 55-minute matches live. Shout out APW Garage.
Hey.
But I mean, do you know what I really give this match, though? I mean, this whole card. I give it an A+.
There you go.
A+. We said
There it
A.
is.
Oh, shit.
Congratulations, New Japan. You got me on board. You got the pod. Actually, no, you got Philip Antoine on board.
Oh, he's going
Forget the gimmicks.
Okay.
You got the man behind the character on board. You better keep me there. You guys better do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got to get out of here. We've got to go home. I have work in like 5.5 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, to quote Kenny Omega, one of the best wrestlers in the world, goodbye and good night. Bang.
Cody Rhodes representing the Bullet Club. This has been a Bullet Cast. Thank you for listening.